Ryan, welcome to Sandy Park, welcome to Exeter. You're finally here at last, a long old journey over, but how much are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm extremely excited. It's been great welcoming and seeing all the boys here, and everyone's been really welcoming and happy to see me, so it's been great so far, yeah.
It's going to be your first taste of Northern Hemisphere rugby. It's going to be a lot different to Super Rugby. What are you expecting?
A lot more tight game, especially with the weather. A lot more forward orientated, which I'm looking forward to, and just more tight and physical than what I'm sort of used to. A bit more expansive in the Southern Hemisphere with the dry weather, and a lot more of an attacking mindset. I'm looking forward to more of a possession orientated game here, and looking forward to that sort of different challenge.
I suppose for any player, trying something a bit different, and you can add to your career, your skill set, all sorts, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to learn from the other tight forwards here, and there's a great calibre of players here, and something that I'm really looking forward to add to my skill set around the tight game and line out more scrum. I'm really looking forward to that challenge, and it's going to be a challenge because it's something that I'm going to have to really get up to speed on, because there's a big standard and high standard here, I think, in the Northern Hemisphere.
How is the Premiership scene back home these days? You know, it's a top comp, we feel, over in this part of the world, but back home, what's it seem like? Yeah,
mate, it's held in really high regard. And as you can see in the final series of the Premiership in the last season, I think there's some really good quality games and some really tight finishes and lots of points being scored. So I think the perception of the Premiership has probably changed over the last sort of 2 to 3 years, where it's a bit more of an attacking and expansive, getting to that expansive style of play compared to just holding the ball and kicking penalties and mauling to score, which is good for the sport in general, and you can see that with the success of England and the different Northern Hemisphere sides.
We've had some famous Aussies at this club over the years, and I know you've racked the brains of a few of them. What's the likes of Greg Holmes said to you about the Chiefs, and what can you expect?
Mate, Greg's pointed me in the right direction of places to go and people to see and whatnot. But
people to avoid?
Yeah, no, he hasn't done that. He hasn't thrown anyone under the bus. But yeah, no, Greg's a top bloke, and he speaks really highly of Exeter and his time here, and he really enjoyed it. So it was when I sort of found out I could be potentially coming here, I picked his brain, and yeah, he was really excited for me, and yeah, it's something that he speaks very highly of. Yeah.
I know you've only just racked up, but a lot of people say West Country life is a bit like Aussie life, very laid back. And is that something that will appeal to you? You're close to the sea again?
Yeah, man, I love the coast. I love being by the water and getting in the ocean. It's something I feel part of home, so hopefully that will make me feel a bit more comfortable here. I like a quieter town. I grew up in Sydney, but I also like getting outside of it, and I'm looking forward to explore what Exeter has to offer and checking out the history of the place.
Sam, welcome to the Exeter Chiefs, back in the West Country.
Yeah.
How much are you looking forward to being part of this?
Massively looking forward to it. It was a bit of a dream come true to come back to the Southwest and live at home and play at such a great club. So yeah, just so close to home. So
you would know probably better than Ryan, the new signing, just how much Exeter are a force in the Premiership, and to be part of this squad is quite a high accolade for you now.
Yeah, so over the years playing from in the Prem, coming here to Exeter, that have been leading the way for a very, very long time now. That I've turned up for training, and the standard of training, fitness, everything is a new level for me, and I'm just so happy to be getting the coaching, getting the coaching, sucking up the information from the other guys, and hopefully adding to it as well as learning.
Bath, Plymouth Albion, then over to France. That was probably a new experience for you. But tell us a little bit about life in France. Was it tough?
Yeah, it was a weird one actually. With COVID and everything, it wasn't as straightforward as anything. But no, it was good. It was the fans. The games we did have fans were unbelievable. It is such a massive party atmosphere, and they're so passionate. Like, they're just so passionate that. I personally think it brought the best out of me, and hopefully I can bring that here.
And obviously you've come up against the Chiefs in the past in a Bath jersey, but now you'll be part of that much talked about Chiefs pack. What does it, coming up against it, what do you notice about Exeter and their tight play?
So every time we played with Bath, it was always going to be an upfront physical battle. Most of the times, it was a struggle. We had the odd occasion it went okay.
You knew what was coming, but not necessarily how to stop it.
Yeah, so that's always the thing here, is that the play's simple and the structure, people can see it, but it's been able to stop something so good. And no, like when we used to play, it was always forward dominance, was try and get on top, and yeah, it's always a physical game down here, and I'm can't wait to be a part of it. So
you're a couple of weeks into pre-season, the necessary evil of any professional player. Has it been tough, and is it going to get tougher? And
yeah,
it's where you lay your roots for the season.
Yeah, it's been tough so far. Yeah, it's everyone's turned up in good nick and in like decent run. Like everyone can run as well, and we've hit the ground running, and it's really nice to hit the ground running and be tested every day, and and just learn. But yeah, it's so far everything's going all right. We'll see by the end of the pre-season, it could be a different story.
And what are you expecting from the Premiership this year, Sam? It seems to have gone up a couple of notches in the last couple of years.
Premiership this year, it's always a tough league. Just the sheer attrition of it, similar to the top 14. So just being able to get into it, try and buy in each week, and being able to put my hand up for selection, and I'm just expecting a physical, fast game.
And obviously, with the new season fast approaching, it's important to get them up to speed pretty quick, both of them.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, Sam's been here since the start of pre-season, which is brilliant. Obviously, Ryan's just literally arrived today, but the benefit for Ryan is he's been playing. He's probably a bit more up to speed than a lot of other guys. I mean, I think at the moment they're in a pretty heavy weights program, so it'll take a little bit of go at getting used to getting him some load into his legs and get a bit of running into him. But I don't see that being a long-term thing. Most guys, touch wood. Most of the dealings we've had with the Aussie lads is they're pretty switched on, and they're pretty quick to learn on the rugby field. And I've no doubts that watching the way he plays and his game, that he'll be able to pick things up very quickly.